This video is to allow you to correct the homework from section 8.3.3, which is problems 8.116 through 8.120. So for 8.116, Mr. Banesh is in charge of facilities at Walt Clark Middle School. He is organizing a project to paint all 36 classrooms during the school summer break. He estimates it will take one person 5 hours to paint each classroom. So, how many total hours would it take one person to paint all the classrooms? Well, if it takes one person 5 hours to paint each one, and you have to paint 36, you're going to be multiplying your 5 hours per classroom times your 36 classrooms to get 180 hours. Then, Mr. Banesh has a team of 4 workers that he's planning to assign to the job. Assuming they all paint at the same rate of 5 hours per classroom, how many hours would it take the team? So there's a couple different ways you could do that. You could take your 180 hours and divide by the fact that you have 4 workers now instead of just one. Or you could say, all right, if it takes one person 5 hours to paint a classroom, and we have 4 people painting all 36 classrooms, that means each person will just be doing 9. So 36 classrooms divided by 4 people means that each classroom will take 9 people. And then 9 people times 5 hours for each classroom would be 45 hours. For C, Mr. Banesh realizes that he needs the painting to be finished in 9 hours so that a different team can come in and wax the floors. How many people will he need to assign to do the painting? In other words, how many people does he need so he can get this done in 9 hours instead of taking 45 hours? So again, one way to do it would be to say, okay, 45 divided by 5 is 9, which means we have to have 5 times as many workers as we had before. And so instead of 4 workers, 4 times 5 would be 20 workers. Or another way you could think of it is if we're going to need 180 hours and each classroom, requiring the total of 180 hours, what do we have to divide by to get that done in 9 hours? So 180 divided by 9 would mean 20 workers. So again, show some work to justify that answer. For 8.117, you're going to convert these. So how many inches are in 6 feet? Well, we know there's 12 inches in 1 feet, or 1 foot, I should say. So 6 feet times 12 would give you 72 inches. How many inches are there in 5 feet? 2 inches. Well, 5 feet would be multiplied by 12 inches in a foot, so that's 60. But the extra 2 inches means it's going to be 62. Again, make sure you've got work shown, even though I'm not showing it to you, I'm just telling you verbally. How many minutes are there in 7.5 hours, or 7 and 5/10 hours? 60 minutes in an hour. 7.5 times 60 would give you 450 minutes. How many hours are in 2 days? Well, we know that each day has 24 hours. So 24 hours times 2 days would be 48 hours. And how many days are there in 3,168 minutes? So basically, you're going to take 3,168, and one way you could do it is to divide by the fact that there's 60 minutes in an hour and 24 hours in a day, and you end up getting 2.2 days. Or another way you can think of it is that you end up getting 11/5 when you divide this, which is the same as 2 and 1/5 days, or the decimal. So take your minutes, divided by 60 minutes in an hour, divided by 24 hours in a day to get your answer. If the area of this triangle is this, what does its height have to be? Well, we know the area of a triangle formula is base times height divided by 2. So if that equals this, what is the height going to have to be? One way you could solve that is to multiply this by 2 and then figure out your missing dimension, which ends up being 15 and 5/10. Because 15 and 5/10 times 13 divided by 2 gives you this area. Here you have to evaluate the expressions for x equal to 10, and they want you to leave your answers as fractions and again show your work. So we're replacing x with 10, so it's 2/3 times 10 plus 8/9. And then you can put the 10 over a denominator of 1. So you'd end up getting 20 thirds plus 8 ninths. You'd need to get a common denominator and show that they'd be ninths. And when you do that, you get 68 ninths, which is the same as 7 and 5 ninths. So again, make sure you have all the steps here. There's more than just what I'm indicating. 1/2 times 10 minus 41. 1/2 of 10 would be 5. 5 minus 41 would be negative 36. Here you would have 10 plus 10 plus 3/4 times 10 plus 22. So you'd show that. 3/4 of 10, again, you could put this over a denominator of 1. You could simplify before you multiply. You end up getting a final answer of 99 halves or 49 and 1/2. Again, make sure you're showing even more work than I have here. And then for all of these, again, you need to make sure that you're showing the work. So for A, you'd show your keep, change, flip, and then you're simplifying. Final answer is 3/4. B, you should rewrite this as 1/3 divided by 4 over 1. Show your keep, change, flip, and simplifying, get 1/12. Here you should show that you changed this to an improper fraction divided by 1/6, and then your keep, change, flip, and simplifying. Answer is 9. Here you would change this to the improper fraction of 5/4, then do your keep, change, flip, simplify, 7/10. Here we should see that you move the decimal one place to the right in the divisor and one place to the right in the dividend, and see the long division. You get 2 and 285 thousandths. You could also change this to a mixed number divided by a mixed number, change them to improper fractions, and do a keep, change, flip. And here you'd move your decimal 3 places to the right, have to move it 3 places to the right in the dividend as well. Show your long division, you get 780. So again, I do not have the work shown, but you need to go ahead and show that work because you're doing it without a calculator.